Hey guys, Metal Matt here, and I'm back again to do another vocal analysis. You may have seen me with some of my other ones. I've analysed George Michael, Boy George, Rob Halford of Judas Priest, Udo of Accept, Marilyn Manson, quite a few. Mi nombre, my name is Metal Matt. I'm in Mexico, Cancun right now, and I'm into metal and rock and all that stuff, but I also love 80s synth pop and stuff like that. It's another love of mine, and Andy Bell of Erasure is actually one of my favourite singers and probably one of my biggest inspirations, which nobody really knows, but I've always found his voice kind of closer to mine. When I started to find my voice, I kind of found my range and stuff kind of resonated nicely with his voice, and so he's someone I like a lot, as I can kind of relate to him, but also he's got a great unique voice. It's something about his voice which is just so good, and with Vince Clarke's synthesizer stuff, it comes together as a real amazing sound. But I'm here today to analyze his voice a little. I'm just a singer myself. I'm no vocal coach or anything, but I've learned a lot as I've sang for a long time, and I've done a lot of songs myself. I've got Changes in You, which features Dom Jolly in the music video, which you may remember from Trigger Happy TV. And I've got The King of Hearts, another song of mine with high kind of vocal thing going on. And I've also worked with John Foster, who you may remember from Bronski Beat, with his song in the 80s, Hit That Perfect Beat. He sang on a few of my songs, Mexico, Future, and we did one, Nightmare, which is a bit different, but Mexico and Future are pretty cool ones if you like the kind of 80s vibe, check out those. But today I'm here to talk about Andy Bell, the great Andy Bell, he's someone I've always loved his voice, and I just thought I'd talk about him a bit today, listen to his voice, analyse his voice, see what he's actually doing, and if you want to sing a bit like Andy Bell, hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to go away with a few kind of tips and a few things to go off, let's listen. First, I found a nice isolated version of Erasure's Always, which is really amazing, beautiful song, and great vocals. This is the acoustic version, I believe, that someone's managed to isolate the vocals, so let's hear what Andy's doing here.
Open your eyes, I see your eyes are open, where no disguise for me, come into the open.
So far it's very kind of soft, very delicate. Open your eyes, I see your eyes are open, where no disguise for me, come into the open. So it's mainly a breathy kind of head voice to start, very delicate. Open your eyes, so it's all in the throat. It's all kind of, in the head, very delicate, but as it goes on it gets stronger, and he starts going to the chest voice more so, Open your eyes, I see your eyes are open. And a lot of singers do this. It's kind of like going from very delicate to very strong. It's a very effective way of singing to get the emotion and get the nice tones of the voice. It's not all about kind of belting it out. Sometimes you can find the nice tones of your voice just by singing gently and quietly, and obviously it works with this song very well.
When it's cold outside,
when it's cold outside, am I here in vain? And it kind of gets stronger as it goes on,
Am I here in vain?
And he does it in more of a, sometimes he do it strong, that vain, but here he's got kind of more head voice. Vain, hold on to the night, there will be no This version is particularly beautiful because he uses his head voice, I think, even more than on the original version of the song. But you can hear certain words he kind of switches. I'll just find it again.
On to the night,
There will be no shame.
no shame. Always I wanna be with you, make believe with you, live in harmony.
See, that's kind of nice. It goes strong. Make believe, and then it ends in kind of falsetto, you know, head voice. Always I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love, always. At the end of the song he kind of goes even higher. He goes, always, harmony, harmony, oh love. I'll find that bit.
Live in harmony, harmony, oh love. Always,
Always, harmony, harmony, oh love.
oh, love. Always, always, harmony, harmony, oh love.
Nice control. Harmony, harmony, oh love.
I see.
Bit lower in this
Jump
section.
into the ocean.
Jump into the ocean. That's
Melting
just his normal full voice. Quite deep, quite strong. I think with him there's such a contrast between his kind of lighter voice, and he's very good at his falsetto, smooth falsetto. What he's known for, I think.
eyes for me. Jump into the ocean. Hold back the tide. I see your love in motion.
Your love in motion. And with the deep voice you can resonate a bit of a head voice with that to make it kind of a bit more like resonant. Hold on, that kind of voice. Jump into the ocean. Instead of just going jump into the ocean, you can kind of take your head voice, let it resonate. Jump into the ocean, very breathy, and hold on. And then it can quite smoothly transition into the higher falsetto. Hold on to the night, there will be no shame. Hold on to the night, there will be no shame. Always I wanna be with you, make believe with you, and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. And if you notice, it takes a lot of focus to kind of do that. But yeah, he's mixing his voice all around the place. You've got very smooth, clean falsettos, head voice, and you've got the deep, when it's cold outside, am I here, but with a bit more breath. And the breath adds a nice extra element to your singing. So yeah, try and add a bit more breath, kind of resonate it with the head voice, even with the deeper vocal, because that adds a lot of texture to your singing. So yeah, you get the idea with Always. I love Erasure, you know, Breath of Life's one of my favourite. Breathe, breathe. That's kind of very clean tones. But Breath of Life, never had a point of view, 'cause my mind was always someone else's mind. Ooh, and that goes low again. Oh, I need life. Life learns me to breathe, and it's love. And take me, I'm yours. Now I'm coming up for air. I'm gonna live my time for the rest of my life. And I'll be coming back for more. Ooh. So depending on the song, he's very strong voice, you know. I try to discover, which is what we're going to look into now. Bit of Little Respect, and you'll hear his strength of his voice.
I try to discover.
And that's different again, really different, really strong compared to Always. I mean, there's elements of Always where he's using that strong voice, but this one's very straight off, just strong vocals. I try to discover a little something to make me sweeter. And back to the low. He's, as someone who kind of sings like this myself anyway, it's kind of interesting because I can see what I'm doing, which I haven't analysed, but you know, it's quite relatable to me. So it's kind of something about using your full range. He's not afraid to explore his full range, show the deep depth to his voice, but also bring it up to a lighter and very much vocal, you know, a lot of vocal range, a lot of high notes, you know, there's falsetto in there as well, but his natural voice, his full voice, he can go from you know, when it's cold, but straight out and then it might break into falsetto, but it's kind of in the full voice, you know, there's a lot of range in between that area, you know, which he uses.
Make me sweeter. Oh, baby, refrain from breaking my heart. I'm so.
And that's quite nice, a little vocal run then. I don't even know if I can do it now. From breaking my heart, I'm so in love with you. But yeah, well, there's you. Hard. Can't do it today so well, but sometimes I can do it. But it's kind of like just a little run, you know. Kind of switching between the pitches very quickly, basically, just to create a nice kind of tone and melody. See, very low. I'm so in love with you. I'll be forever blue. So yeah, very low voice to a very high voice, but in his natural tone, not breaking into falsetto yet or anything like that. But it does get to that point. Sorry, the kittens are around wanting feeding, but I'll finish this video.
That you give me no reason why you make me work so hard. That you give me no, that you give me no, that.
There's a lot of feeling and uniqueness to Andy there. That you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no. Kind of just his fun kind of personality shines through in the way he sings that
I'll
bit.
be forever blue. That you give me no reason why you make me work so hard. That you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no soul. I hear you calling, oh baby, please give a little respect to me.
So very delicate. It goes from being very strong. I'm so in love with you. Straight down low. I'll be forever blue. That you give me no reason why you making me work so hard. That you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no. So I hear you calling. So it's almost just going up and down the scales, you know. Oh baby, and that's when it breaks into falsetto. So hear the contrast between it. Oh baby, please give a little respect to me. And that's kind of how you can switch between your voice, but it's a lot of control. And when you're singing live and stuff, that can be very difficult. Sometimes because you can't hear yourself with all the noise, but also, yeah, just trying to control that. Often in a live situation, you kind of want to belt it out because you can hear loud, and but yeah, with this kind of singing where you've got to go through all the range, it's quite difficult. It takes quite a lot of control. You've got to kind of know your voice and know how to use it in a live setting. Even if you can't really hear yourself, you've got to kind of hope that it's coming out right. So you learn. The more you practice, you'll learn. But yeah, Andy Bell's basically just a phenomenal singer in my point of view. The way he uses his voice, I love the range, I love the depth of his voice, the emotion. He's big on emotion kind of in his singing. I think that's why people love it so much and it resonates with so many, because it's quite a you know, it's quite a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that kind of has all the pop, you know, kind of things that are classically associated with pop. It's got the great synthesizers, you know, by Vince, you know, fantastic sort of vibe to the music. But when the voice comes together with it kind of connects so well, you know. It's kind of, he's got the perfect voice, I think, because with the synthesizer music is so there's so much depth to that and so much different sounds you can get. You need a vocalist who's got a versatile voice to kind of come together with that and create something special, and that's what I think Erasure did. Obviously Vince worked with Yazoo as well and Depeche Mode, but his real love seems to be Erasure. That's what he's stuck with, and I can see why. I just love Erasure. I saw Erasure in Bristol back quite a few years ago now, but fantastic show. I always wanted to meet Andy. I used to chat with him on Twitter quite a lot when he was more active on there. I remember doing a guitar cover of A Whole Lot of Love, Run Riot, one of their newest songs, and I just played it all on guitar, and he shared it, retweeted it like 3 times, said he loved it. So that was a nice memory, and yeah, I used to chat with him quite a bit on there, but that was a long time ago now. But yeah, cool guy. I wish I'd met him. I nearly met him in Bristol, but they were rushing him through fast through the venue kind of thing. But yeah, great voice, amazing voice, and yeah, that is my little analysis of Andy Bell. Basically, if you want to sing like Andy, just practice your range, you know, see what your range is, and try and push it a bit more, but gently, you know, don't overdo it. If you can't hit a note, don't go too crazy at it. Just work up your voice slowly, you know. That kind of thing, just vocal exercises, which always sound weird for me when I do it, but la da 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 da, la da la 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 la, and just see how high you can go. And yeah, you might get to Andy Bell's range eventually. But yeah, it's a voice that has a lot of control. He's just a, like I say, phenomenal singer, excellent tone to his voice, excellent vocal range, and as a songwriter, fantastic, you know. The Fishes in the Sea, love that one. There's so many songs by Erasure I love, you know. I Love to Hate You, of course, fantastic. Yeah, just so many great songs. Blue Savannah song, whoa, blue Savannah song, racing across the desert at 100 miles an hour, through the orange side, through the clouds and thunder. So that one, he showcases his low voice more, but then it builds up again. My home, what is it? My home is where my heart is, sweet to surrender. Do you only, I send my love to you. Forgetting the melody a bit on that one, but yeah, you get the idea. He's always using that kind of depth to high voice, you know, low kind of voice to high voice, and just a lot of strength in his voice. So yeah, he's great, and yeah, I think he's made some amazing music over the years. I've done 3 of these videos today, so I'm a bit cansado, a bit tired today on this one because it's hot in Mexico right now. But I hope you've got some information out of this one. Check out my analysis of Boy George, and who else did I do? I did another one today, King Diamond, but that might not be your genre if you're watching this. But yeah, I did a few earlier analysing some other singers, and I've done a few in the past, you know, Marilyn Manson and other people. So yeah, check it out. Check out my original music. It's under the name Metal Matt. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. Bandcamp, I think, still on there. Download some songs. I've got Changes in You. They're on YouTube as well. Changes in You, The King of Hearts, Alien Invasion, Rock Never Dies, Future. If you like the synth stuff, Future's great, and that's got John Foster from Bronxley Beat on it. I've got Aesthetically Pleasing, that's kind of an 80s vibe as well. A lot of stuff out there. Explore the channel, enjoy. If you want to book me for guest vocals on one of your songs, if you've got music but you've got no singer, well, I'm here, so it's your lucky day. I can sing on your tracks. Just contact me on my Facebook page, Metal Matt, or on Instagram or something, and yeah, we'll discuss. But yeah, I'm always up for collabing and doing some vocals for you guys. And yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a tip in the tip jar. I haven't monetized this channel, so I don't make any money off this YouTube, unfortunately, because I can't seem to be able to monetize it. Unfortunately, I've got the subscriber count and I've got the views, but they've got rid of my AdSense thing, which is what you need to make money on there. They deleted the account before I could even monetize. So yeah, I just rely on, as a musician, it's not an easy life. Anyone who's a musician, and now you just get little jobs here and there, and you know, so any tips and stuff are much appreciated, and it keeps us creative and, you know, doing stuff, and support people by buying their music and all that kind of stuff is very important these days, because the world has changed. It's all independent these days, which I like, being independent, but there isn't the push from record companies and stuff like there used to be, but you do get freedom when you're independent, which is preferable for me. So yeah, support me and the channel how you can if you enjoy these videos, and leave a tip in the tip jar, which is in the comments. And yeah, much appreciated. Thanks very much. Muchas gracias. And yeah, de nada. Adios. Buenas tardes. And hey to Andy Bell if you're watching. Thanks for being so awesome.